Happy Sunday. This is Dr. Kimani, licensed clinical psychologist. I'm out in my garden, and as I'm taking you with me on my healing journey, a big part of my healing has been creating and spending time in my garden. The other day I went to the nursery, I bought some more things. So, I'm just going to show you how easy it is to connect to your joy and just to find what it is that you find joyful. So, I know that many of us garden. I know that Alicia Renice talks about the garden in terms of really weeding out the things in your life that are hindering or hampering or even killing your growth. So that's symbolic in a garden. You have to take the weeds out so you can plant things so things can grow. So that's symbolic for your life too. And so my hope is that you are doing that for yourself regularly. Okay, so I do that for myself in a number of ways. So I have very strict boundaries in terms of who I allow in my circle. I'm also very mindful in terms of who I connect to. So I've done a purge of my phone in terms of contacts, particularly people who remind me in any way about negative relations about that toxic job. So purge, okay? So that's something you might want to do. So I just want to take you with me to the garden just to show you how easy it is. My husband and I created a garden during the pandemonium, and it was healthy and healing for me to be able to see, being able to clear things out. So as I was going through the process of letting go of that toxic job, it was very healing for me to go out in the garden, take out the weeds, get new plants, plant them into the earth. So that was healing for me. And also, I feel that gardening for me is a form of generational healing. So, our ancestors had to work. They didn't own their land, they had to work. And so, for me to be able to say, this is the land that we own, and we are taking out what we don't want. We are bringing in what we do want that's healthy. It's ours. We can do whatever we want, whenever we want. And so that's very healing for me. So I feel that whenever I go out into the garden, it's also a way for me to connect to our ancestors and to give honor to them. So I just wanted to just take you with me as I just got some more collard greens. I love collard greens. Soul food is my absolute favorite food. When I go travel, like if I'm going on a business trip or any trip, if I go to a sizable size city, I am trying to find the best soul food restaurants in that city. I'm like doing a tour of all the soul food restaurants. So anyway, I'm going to take you with me as I am planting some collard greens in my garden. And I also want to invite you to a live that I'm doing today with Adelia from Picky Girl Travels the World and Ivana Robinson. Ivana Run the World. And we're going to be talking about reclaiming your life from a toxic job. We're going to talk about retreats, all of those things. So tune in today. If you're watching this today, Sunday, watch today. It's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. If you don't catch it live, that's fine. Go to my YouTube channel. You can watch the replay, okay? But we're really talking about really, I would say, revolutionary ways of being for Black women. Stephanie Perry, Rashida Dow, Alicia Renice, we all talk about, ways for us to reclaim ourselves because many times, with social programming, we've been taught who we are to be as Black women, and we are constantly working, 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 working. And many times we lose sight of ourselves, we lose sight of our health, all these different things. And, I've done videos also about, Black women that we've lost, Black women in high profile leadership positions that we have lost early in life. So we have to be mindful of really paying attention and nurturing ourselves and nurturing our garden. So again, I want to take you with me as I'm planting these beautiful collard greens. I love collard greens. So I have kale, collard greens, spinach, aloe vera, oregano. What else do I have? Strawberries, blueberries, planted a cara orange tree. I love those oranges. That's going to take forever to grow. And a lime tree, lettuce. I don't know if I'm missing something. But anyway, I love going to the garden. I love it. And the good thing about a garden, too, is it's not only healing to be out in nature because you get the natural vitamin D, which is a mood elevator. Okay, the sun, natural mood elevator, so that's good. The other thing is that when you connect to the earth, there's something therapeutic about that. For me, I don't like to wear gloves. I know I got my nails done recently, see the butterflies, but I don't care. I like to be with the earth. I don't like to wear the gloves, so I have no problem about if I just got a manicure or whatever, okay? So the good thing about gardening too is that it's really relatively cheap to buy things, to buy plants and to plant them. I generally don't use seeds. I usually use plants because they grow faster. And so I just want to just take you with me and also to let you know how many other healing properties you can get from your garden. So, collards. So whenever I'm like, what am I going to eat? What am I eat? What am I going to eat? I can just go out to my garden and get some collards and kale and do a stir fry. It's beautiful. It really is beautiful. Okay. And then I have aloe vera. So with my aloe vera, I take some of the aloe vera and I put it on my scalp. With my braids, like in terms of like conditioning my scalp, it's really good, particularly like a few days after I get my hair braided. So that's another tip too. Okay, so again, I'm going to plant these collards, and I've already gotten the weeds out of the area. So I'm just gonna take the collards. I've already, like I said, gotten the weeds out of the area, and I'm going to just put it in the ground. And when I put it in the ground, I do something symbolic for myself. I don't know if it's kind of like a ritual or something, but I do. I say to the plant, welcome to our home, welcome to our family. And again, for me, it's symbolic for our ancestors. Okay, so growing our own food, being healthy, connecting to the earth, and just think about how many of our ancestors had to work the land, and we didn't have the opportunity to own our land, and people were telling us what to do, and people were profiting off our labor. So we are reclaiming that. So again, I hope that you can tune in today, for the live, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And again, it's going to be Adelia, Picky Girl Travels the World, and Ivana Robinson. And we're going to talk about other ways for Black women to reclaim our lives from toxic jobs, okay? And I'm in the garden trying to show you other ways to reclaim your life and just slowing down, just pausing for a moment. If you could just pause for just a brief moment. I'm just taking a few minutes out here in the garden. It's so easy to be out here. I'm out here. The birds are flying around me. It's so beautiful. And then sometimes the butterflies are flying around. It's so gorgeous. Okay, I want to show you this one thing. I'm going to have to get up for a minute. So I want to show you this one thing. So I don't think I told you that I have a peach tree. Okay. So I want to show you the peach tree because, now we're into fall and we are, the peach trees are, all the peaches are leaving. So this is our last peach of the season. You see it? Can you see it? You see the peach? Okay. This is our last peach of the season. Okay. I look forward to seeing the peaches again. And that's really interesting too, because when we moved here, the person who was doing our termite tinting told us, he was like, oh, you guys have a peach tree back there. But at that point, it was like the side was just full of weeds and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, that's a peach tree? It was like really small, okay? Now it's humongous. It is so big and it has so many peaches that sometimes the branches are like falling over basically because it's full of peaches. And so my husband and I, we pick the peaches and we give it to our neighbors. And that's really healing too, to be able to connect to people by sharing healthy food with them. So that's awesome. So now peach season is over. But I can now share like collards and kale and other things with our neighbors, as well as eating them for myself. And so really appreciate that. So and hopefully like my hat, my little sun hat, I got this from Amazon. And the reason I'm wearing this sun hat is because I recently had a facial by Kimani, and her studio is called Skin Within in Oakland. Check her out. She did a fabulous job. And I was a little scared because I have not had a facial in decades, okay? So I'm not one to get facials, but she did a fabulous job. So check her out in Oakland, Skin Within, Kimani. She's really, really good. So when I was getting my facial, she did like an analysis, and she's like, you have a lot of sun damage, right? So when you garden and then when you walk your dogs, it's probably a really good idea for you to, wear sunscreen and to wear a sun hat. So I am a good student, so I followed up and did what she said. And I got the sunscreen. Check out the sunscreen for Black people. I forgot the name. Is it called Black Gold? I'm not sure. But anyway, I got that sunscreen from Target. So check that out too. I love supporting Black-owned businesses. And I got this hat from Amazon. It was really hard to find because my head is pretty large. So I just say because I have a big brain. But anyway, got this hat from Amazon, and I think it has like UV protection in it, whatever. But anyway, so I'm just happy to share this time with you in the garden. Remember to nurture your own garden, whatever ways that might look like. It may just be symbolically in your life, clearing out the weeds. So the jobs, the people, whoever who threaten to support your own growth or who are killing you slowly, let's weed those people out of our lives, or those things out of our lives, so we can make space for growth and beauty and health, okay? So I'm signing off. I hope that you join in today for the live. Again, if you missed the live, you can catch the replay on my YouTube channel, Lifting As We Climb Consulting Wellness Services. Please give this video a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know to suggest this video to other Black women. Share this video with other Black women, because as I'm healing, I'm hoping that I'm supporting your healing, and I want you to support the healing of other Black women as well. So you can support her by sharing this video with her, okay, and giving this video a thumbs up. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do so, okay? So please do so. Again, this helps YouTube know to suggest this video to other Black women who might be in similar situations. Okay, I'm signing off. I'm going to spend more time planting the rest of the collards, and I have some flowers too, so I'm going to plant those too. Okay, see you later. Bye.